What did you send me here? 84254-7 to 7. What up, Rome? As a parent, do you think it's easier to raise a boy than a girl? Yeah, 100% it's easier to raise a boy than a girl. Why would you ask me that question? Boys are far easier to raise than girls, absolutely. Especially with today's drama-filled social media, everybody wants to be an influencer nonsense. Yeah, I would say it's 100% easier to raise a boy than a girl, especially in today's society. Maybe 30 years ago it was a 50-50, about the same, but no. All right, 84254-7 to 7. Somebody was asking me, what exactly did they ask me? Hey, Rome. They said, hey, Rome, as a parent, do you think it's easier to raise a boy or than a girl? 100% it's easier to raise a boy than a girl, especially with this social media. Good morning, Hot. What's going on?
Yes, oh my gosh, Romeo. So the girls are so much harder to deal with. Knowing I have a 16-year-old and I started over and now I have a 2-year-old. It's so much easier than my 16-year-old, even though they have the difference. But you're right, in this society, she wants her belly button pierced, she wants her tattoo, she wants all this stuff. And and my nephews are so different, and I'm like, they don't want none of that. I'm just like, and then I'm having another girl, and I'm like, I'm about to have to go through. I wanted another boy, but boys are terrible. Don't get me wrong, they're more active, terrible. But girls, their attitudes, it's their attitudes for me. That's what it is.
Let me ask you this question though: do you think that in the '80s girls were harder to raise than boys?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think it was
easier. Yeah, because they were raised different. It's like, okay, they knew what they had to do. You know, so they were trained different. And then it's the mothers that's teaching them too. So I mean, it comes with it starts from home, like they say. Yeah, so
I agree with you. But I think it's far worse today for girls to raise girls just because of social media, just because of what's going on.
Yeah. Just because of social media and all the drama and all the he say she say. And I like this boy. It's so much. It's so much drama.
All right. Well, thanks for calling. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great one.
You too. Yeah, I think she's right. I think when it comes to raising kids, before social media, girls were probably probably about the same as boys. But after social media, it's probably much harder to raise girls. Talking about raising boys, raising girls, which one is tougher? Good morning, Hot. What's going on?
Romeo, so you still talking about the girls or the boys easier?
Yeah, what's up?
So, but like, in what aspect are we talking easier? Because I have 4 boys. I don't have daughters, but I do know my friend, she has all girls, no sons. So I'm like, comparing apples to apples. But it's like, in what aspect are they easier, do you think, the boys?
Well, I just think boys bring less drama to the party. They might bring more chaos and more headaches and more nonsense in a sense of because they do goofy things, and they jump around a lot, so to speak, and get into messes. But women just bring emotional drama to the table for no reason all the time. I mean, you women are emotional.
That's why I'm laughing. I need that emotional drama. I'm like, it's so fun over here. Like, it's so like my boys are so bored. Well, yeah, they're boring. I guess that is easier, right? Because they're boring, but. They're expensive. Like the food, like the girl earlier was talking about the girls want, tattoos, this, but the boys, they eat a lot. And then also like, you can go to like the store, like Forever 21 and like get, a cute outfit for a reasonable price. But the boys, they want like that name brand stuff,
You're right. I'm not going to argue with you. You're absolutely right. But I was going to say, you know how you women are with your emotional drama. And then you had to say, that's what I miss. Emotional drama.
I think that's what I'm lacking in my household then, because it's like, I'm like, man, I go to her house and she's like so annoyed. She's like, ugh. It's so frustrating for her. But like, I'm like, wow, it's so alive over here.
Alright, 84254-7 to 7. Somebody asked me if it was easier to raise a boy or a girl. And I would say yes. In today's society, it's easier to raise a boy than it is to raise a girl. But social media really does throw a monkey wrench into the program with all these girls trying to be, influencers or never getting a break from the drama of just being a girl, And this is what somebody said. Hey, Rome, that girl who just called talking about she has all boys and her friend has all girls. Did she say she misses the drama of being a girl? Yeah, that's what she said. That's why I say it's not. It's harder to raise girls. But part of the problem is, as it comes to this, I think there's a lot of moms out there that like the drama, that they miss that high school, that popular girl, that mean girl, that this boy likes that boy type drama that is created. And I think there's a lot, especially in Rosedale. I think a lot of those moms live vicariously through the drama of their girls, and I think they like it, But yeah, but I do want to say this though. I do think that it has changed. I think that raising kids in, let's say, the 70s, the 80s, even the 90s was probably about the same, no matter what gender they were. But once we've reached this internet era and this social media era and this influencer era and this idea that these girls cannot get away from the drama at school because it's all over social media, their boyfriend went out with this girl or was hanging out with that girl, and it just is thrown in their face because they're always following each other. I think that's really when it's changed, that that girls are harder to raise. All right, 842-547-7. What did he send me? And this is so I don't know. I just think boys, even though boys eat more, boys are a little less dramatic. They might, you might want to up your insurance because you're boys, but girls are far harder to raise. Somebody asked me if it was easier to raise boys or girls, right? It's got to be boys, especially in 2026. Good morning, Hal. What's going on?
Hey, Romeo. I just want to say I 100% agree with you. I have 2 daughters and a son, and he's in the middle. That kid, he's so easy. The girls, I take blood pressure medication, just so you know.
How old are you?
When they get older, it doesn't get any better. It's still.
How old are your daughters?
So they're 22 now and 16, and my son's 19.
At what point did the daughters become harder to raise? At what age?
I say around when they started middle school.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. They were just sweet angels from when they were born till about, what, 10, 11?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I love them so much, though. But
I get it.
They're hard. They are hard.
And you said they're still hard. Even how's the 21-year-old now? Does she still live with you?
Yeah. She went to college.
Oh, sure.
Out of state, and it was a bit much, and just like so she came back home, but now she's living her best life. She's back home and trying to figure it out, and things are turning for her, so I think that's kind of helping her.
Oh, good.
A little with her stress. So.
All right. Well, perfect. Well, thanks for calling. I appreciate it. Bye. Yeah, girls are easy to raise when they're running around in their little dresses and tutus, loving on you, just wanting to hang out. But once they hit that middle school, that's when you got to worry about them. All right, 842-547-7. Hey, good morning, Romeo. You'll be surprised at the amount of dudes out here gossiping, being more dramatic than females. I prefer my female friends because they're more straight up than most guys. Okay. All right, 842-547-7. Hey, Rome. I have 2 boys, 20 and 19, 2 girls, 13 and 10. The boys were so easy. My oldest daughter has been giving me so much grief since she turned 11. Pray for us girls, mom. Pray for us girl moms. I am, man. I got to tell you, man, I feel bad. I feel bad for you guys, but they'll be all right. At the end of the day, you'll have conversations about how difficult it was, but you'll get through it. Look at how many good people there are around right now. All right, 842-547-7. What do we got here? Yo, Rome, off topic. You thought LA had fake ass fan. Oh, hold on, I'll get to that in a minute. Good morning, Hal. What's going on?
How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. What's up?
I was calling to see if you still got slots open for the Dad Olympics.
Oh, for Thursday?
Yep.
Yeah, you can get in. What's your name, man?
George.
All right, George, you're in. I think I got only a couple of slots left. But, all right, George.
I appreciate it.
George, you and your child?
Yeah,
on
me and my
Thursday?
son.
Okay, you and your son, Thursday, 7:30 in the morning at the Boulevard, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so you're in the Dad Olympics. This happening this Thursday. You're winning a barbecue. You're winning some gift cards from Fresco Meat Market, Fresco Mexican Grill, Mega Nutrition, Kern Oil. What else? Is that it? I'm probably missing something. Bulk Yard threw in a grill. It's going down. All right, we'll do that on Thursday. I do got to get a couple of more dad teams, though.
Good morning, Romeo. It's your girl, Shadiva. How are you?
I'm good, Shadiva. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I hear you talking this morning about raising females.
Versus boys, yeah.
I have one boy and 3 girls. Okay? So my son is 36. My girls are 33, 28, and 16. Romeo, I do not know how I've survived them little girls. Listen, you have to be not of this world. You have to be a warrior. Do you understand? Like, for me to still be mentally okay, I don't even know if I'm mentally okay. Let me tell you.
Oh.
So let me tell you this little spill. My oldest is 33. I remember her 8th grade, her graduation. I took her and her friends, a couple of friends, we went to Macy's to shop for her graduation dress. Okay. And we're on the escalator, and I'm like, she's down for me, so I'm looking down at her, and I said, what is that on your neck? She grabs her neck in the exact spot that I'm seeing this red mark on, right?
Yeah.
I had to hold it together because I'm like, I'm going to jail. I was died. So I'm like, we're in Macy's. There's cameras. I'm handling you when we get home. So I'm thinking the whole time, what am I gonna do? So she is the best thing since ice cream, okay, to her dad. She is a daddy's girl. She can't do no wrong. She is just all of this.
Yeah.
So when we get out the car, my makeup compact fell out of her purse, and I was like, I can see how my makeup. I said, oh, she's trying to cover it up. She must have used my makeup, but she didn't cover it up good enough. So I get in and I tell her dad, I said, hey, get a wash towel, preferably a white one. And he was like, for what? I was like, just follow me to the back. So we get to the back. We're in my room. I said, I would like for you to take that towel and just start to wipe your daughter's neck on this side. He wiped it. And Romeo, if I knew this was going to happen, I wouldn't even did that brother like that. He literally got physically sick. He just started throwing up.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
She almost took her daddy out.
That's great. That's pretty good.
All right. Enjoy your day. You ladies, hey, y'all hang in there, parents. Hang in there. You'll get to it.
Later. Damn. Remember when hickeys were in fashion? Are hickeys still a thing? Let me see. Off topic. What'd you send me here? Yo, Rum, this is off topic. You thought LA had fake ass fans. Since the New York Knicks won, they passed, they said on the news, they've been selling 80,000 jerseys per minute. That's a lot of jerseys. Everyone is the Knicks fans now. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them all over Bakersfield. Well, first of all, there's no faker fan than LA, unless you come to Bakersfield. I have not seen one Nick anything in Bakersfield. I haven't even had a Knicks fan call me or text me talking about they're a Knicks fan. So I don't think you're going to see that. But I will say this. New York is the biggest market in the country. So what do they have? How many people do the Knicks does New York have? It has how many millions of people? So 80,000 a minute doesn't seem right. That seems a little off, but I'm not going to double check your math. I'm just going to take your word for it, or double check where you got that information. But yeah, I could see that. I wouldn't say it's. I just don't think anybody's jumping on. Nobody likes if you're not in New York, nobody likes New York. I mean, the people in New York suck. Like, look how, and they wear it as a badge of honor that they're jerks. That's New York, man. You come to New York, man. It's hard in New York. You know how we do in New York. You're trying to justify the fact that you guys are a bunch of jackasses and treat people like crap. So yeah, no. I don't see a whole lot of people jumping on a New York bandwagon, you know? Unlike, let's say, the Lakers. The Lakers are fun. They were. The Lakers were fun and flashy. The West Coast, man. You know, fun and sun, hot chicks and cool people. Unlike New York, who are just a bunch of, you know, weird-looking people who are jackasses. So yeah, no, I don't know if I believe what you're saying, but maybe. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with your numbers. Obviously, you heard it somewhere. So, but I don't think those are bandwagoners buying Knicks jerseys. There might be New Yorkers that are bandwagoners buying Knicks jerseys, Nets fans buying Knicks jerseys, but I don't think they're. I don't know. Hey, good morning, Rome. What do you got here? Hey, if you have a coworker that you see and work with every day, he's in the biggest rat. Oh, he's the biggest rat. Tells on everyone and makes a lot of enemies. But the big boss loves him at work. He acts cool with me, but he is known to backstab everyone. Should I keep my distance or be cool with him? Well, why would you... First of all, what do you guys do? That kind of plays a role on what you do. You know, if you're what kind of profession or job, or you said he sucks, he must suck up to the big boss. So he's cool with the big boss, snitches on everybody at work. I would just avoid him. Why not? Why would you hang out with him if you know there's a possibility of him snitching on you? Why would you want to hang out with a dude like that, to be honest with you? Yeah, why would just keep your distance? RD4254-7-7. What's the upside of being cool with somebody who has priors of snitching people out? And how come nobody smacked him in the face? I mean, that's why I said, what kind of job are you guys working at where this dude could snitch on fools and not get socked in the face? That's must not work in the oil fields. RD4254-7-7. Yeah. Well, let's see what he said. Merch, not jerseys. My bad on that. Oh, this is the guy who said 80,000 jerseys they're selling a minute. And what does it say? It says, following New York history, blah, blah, blah. 53-year wait. Merchandise generated an unprecedented frenzy. 80,000 figures. 80,000 figure wasn't isolated. Fanatics recorded a peak demand over 8,000 orders per minute. No, 8,000 orders per minute. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't call that bandwagoning. That's just people buying stuff. Yo, Rome, you going to do monster truck giveaways? Yeah, I got tickets to monster truck. Keep listening. We'll get those later. I got a couple of things I want to talk to you guys about. I just don't know which one to go with first. Let's go with what happened yesterday. Yesterday, I was out playing golf with a couple of friends of mine and their kid. And the kid just graduated from high school. It's a son. A couple of my buddies, and one of them brought his son. Just graduated high school, getting ready for college. 18 years old, you know, pretty excited about life, what he's about to go through. And he asked his dad if he could do something. I don't know what it was. He wanted to go somewhere, like out of town, out of state or something with his buddy. And they were going to drive, and his dad said no. And I laughed, and I said, man, and we were just messing with our buddy. We were like, man, remember when we were 18, boy, we got to do whatever we wanted. And the kid, he looked at his dad with a straight face, and said, well, I'm 18, Dad. What if I could just go? What are you going to do if I just go? I'm an adult now. And the look on my boy's face was like, and he really did have the best comeback ever. He goes, go ahead. You go ahead. That was all he said. And you could see his son's face just change to, oh my God, what did I just tell my dad? And we were laughing. It was just so funny because do you guys remember the first time you challenged your kid? I mean, your kid challenged you or you challenged your dad. Remember when you turned 18, you were a man, right? You could do whatever you want. The problem was you were a man in number. You were a man by societal standards, but you weren't really a man. You didn't have money like a man. You didn't live like a man. You couldn't afford a man's lifestyle. But boy, you remember the first time you challenged your mom or dad because you were a man now? It didn't last very long for his son. It was funny. He shut up pretty quick after his dad just said, go ahead then. All right, 842-547-7. Yo, Rome. Hey, you're talking about the wrong subject. It's not when the boys became a man and stood up to their parents. It's when these girls become adults. They stand up to their moms. That's when it really goes down, Romeo. My sons were fine when they turned 18 and became adults. But once my daughter turned 18, she thought she could do whatever she wanted, tried to check her mother about going out whenever she wanted, even though she still lived at home and we were still paying the bills for her. Yeah, her mom was not having it. It went down at my house, Rome. I'm just saying, these kids in general, these kids become adults, right? And, they think they can do whatever they want, but they ain't got nothing. They still don't got nothing. They still living at home. Okay, you're 18. Good for you. But you still ain't got nothing. Hey, Romeo, you're a man now. You can do whatever you want, including pay for all your stuff. Well, that's what I'm saying. These kids, they want to be adults when they turn 18, but they ain't got adult money. You can't be an adult till you got adult money or you got an adult living situation. If you're still living at your mama's house, you can't tell her what to do. You can't tell her what you're going to do. But these kids, they'll sure try, right? 34254-7-7. Hey, Rome, I remember when I was 18, I didn't have those problems because I moved out right after I graduated high school. I was 18 years old, got me a job, moved in with a couple of buddies, and haven't lived with my parents since. I don't have beef with my parents. I just wanted to get out on my own. All right. I mean, hey, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Then once you do that, you can do whatever the hell you want, right? You out. You an adult. You on your own. I get it, but you can't sit here and act like you an adult when mom and dad are still paying the bills, when mom and dad are still feeding you, when mom and dad are still, paying that car insurance, that phone bill. Yeah, you got to just suck it up and play by their rules. Coming. I remember when I moved out. I moved out at 18 too when I was after I graduated high school. Although I think I was young when I graduated high school, so I might have been 17 when I moved out. But I moved out, and my dad didn't even change my room. I lived with my buddies for about a year, and then I moved back in. I moved back home. I was still in college at the time, so I thought, yeah, I'm in college now. I'm gonna go out on a party. Yeah, life gets expensive when you live on your own. My dad didn't even change my room. He left it the exact same way. And when I called him and said, "Hey, Dad," he said, "Yep, come on back." I didn't even change. He even made a point to tell me that he didn't change my room because he knew I'd be back. But hey, I tried. Didn't work out. RD42547-7. Your kids ever pop off to you now that they're an adult? Or do you ever, when's the first time you told your parents, I'm an adult? You can't be an adult if you're still living at home. Romeo. Dad Olympics. We got the Dad Olympics coming up on Thursday over at the Boulevard. And what do we got? We got 4 events, right? We got you and your kids, dads and your kids, whichever one you think will be the most competitive to help you win. We're giving away, I don't even have the list of things in front of me we're giving away, but we got, I know a little bit. We're putting together prize packs for first, second, and third. I know that the first prize is going to get a brand new grill from the Bulk Yard. Plus, we're going to throw in, I think, $100 worth of meat in, or a $100 gift card to Fresco Meat Market. We got some gift cards to Fresco Mexican Grill, Fresco Meat Market. This is a big one, by the way, and I know everybody's kind of downplaying it, but Kern Oil, we got some gift cards that you guys are going to win for oil changes, things like that, things that actually can act pretty expensive sometimes, and you don't want to do it yourself. Plus, we got Mecca Nutrition, our guys over at Mecca. We love Josh over there. I'm going to get you guys some gift card supplements. I believe I'm missing something, but we'll figure it out. Probably give away some monster truck tickets also on Thursday. So we got 4 events. You and Dad, you're going to do this. You're going to laser tag. You're going to do the rope course. You're going to hit that, see how hard you can hit that punching bag game. You know, the one where you hit the speed bag. And I hit 732. I don't even know if that's good or bad. Although some young kid hit 9 something right in front of me, which kind of is embarrassing. But hey, what are you going to do? And then we're going to do a version of bowling for you guys to win, okay? So I need a couple more dads. We're looking for 20 teams. I think I got 18 teams now. So if you're interested, I guess you still got a chance to get in. Where's my boy at? You know what's messed up? I don't know what's going on in the farming industry, but my watermelon guy, he ain't showed up in 2 years. In 2 years, my watermelon guy ain't hooked me up. And you know it's 104 outside, 102. There's nothing more refreshing. Nothing more refreshing other than cucumber water with a little vodka in it. But there is nothing more refreshing than watermelon. And my boy, I don't know where he's been. I don't know what's going on. Did something happen? Have watermelons become more expensive and harder to get? I don't know. I really don't know. But I got to tell you, although I did get one the other day from somewhere. Maybe, where did I get it from? But there is nothing more refreshing when you come in from 102 degree weather, 104 degree weather, than ice cold watermelon out of the fridge. Nothing cools you off faster or is more delicious. And my watermelon guy, and you know who you are. I don't know what you're doing. If you're keeping them for yourself, I don't know what's going on. But it's been 2 years. I'm just letting you know, it's been 2 years since you showed up at the house with a watermelon. Or at least 2. I'm just letting you know. I was out with some friends the other day, my buddy and his wife, and he was telling me how he's got to go out of town for work for like 6 months. He's got to go out of town. Either 6 to whatever. He thinks it's going to be longer than that, but apparently he's got to do. And I know a lot of you guys deal with this, right? Especially you cats in the oil fields. You guys got to go. You guys will spend a lot of time away from home for work. Well, this fool's got to go to Chowchilla. And he's trying to sell me on Chowchilla. Oh, you got to come visit me in Chowchilla. They got this. Chowchilla ain't got nothing for anybody. Nobody wants to go there unless you have to. Unless it's state mandated, nobody's going to Chowchilla. I don't know why. I don't even know why he's going there. They're building something. I don't know what it is. But this clown's trying to sell me on Chowchilla. You got to come visit me. I'm going to stay at the motorhome park, and he's got to stay there for it's going to be a while. I said, just come home. Why would you, if you got to work Monday through Friday, well, why would you stay there any longer than you have? Just come home every weekend. What the hell's wrong with you? There ain't none in Chowchilla. I had an aunt who vacationed there a while back for a few years, but yeah, there ain't none. Chowchilla sucks. Don't nobody want to go there. COs and criminals, that's all you got in Chowchilla. Ain't none to offer. None to offer. So stop trying to sell me on going to visit you in Chowchilla. My his wife won't even go visit him. She's like, why would I go there? Just come home. Romeo, it's at 94.1. Well, the reason I brought it up is because I was just curious how some of you guys handle that. How you wives handle, your husband's being out of town so long when they have to go out of town for work? I was just curious. Throw me outside. I'm kind of curious how she's going to handle it, to be honest with you, or how he's going to handle it. Who's going to handle it worse? I don't think this ever happened before. Hey, good morning, Romeo. You were talking about my husband going out of town for work. My husband will leave for 6 months sometimes. He'll come back at least twice a month. Now, he goes out of state, so he has to fly back, but it's not bad. I got the kids. I deal with the kids, so we hang out a lot. I get time to spend with my family, but I do miss him when he's gone. But yeah, Rome, that's how we deal it. That's how we deal with it. But he does come home a couple of weekends a month. Well, where does he go to? What state? How far away? I mean, I know you guys do it. I know what happens. I'm kind of curious how my friends are going to deal with it because I don't think they've ever been apart that long. I mean, they've been together since high school, I think. Something crazy. And then they've never been apart that long. Like, I don't even think they've ever been, maybe a day at the most. Some of you have never been apart from your spouse more than a day or two. And then your spouse is going to go out of town for 6 months. I mean, it's only up the road though. It's only just outside of Fresno. You drive back whenever you want, right? But I know some of your husbands go to other states. Where do they go for oil? North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, places like that. I mean, you can't just come home whenever you want. So yeah, I wonder if it's nice. Wonder if it's how do you guys handle it? All right, I wonder how my friends are going to handle it. The good thing is I get to see how it all plays out. So a buddy of mine and his wife, we're going to see what happens because he's got to go out of town. He's never really worked out of town before, but apparently for some reason he's got to go work out of town. He thinks he's going to be 6 months to a year. But I mean, it's just down the road, just outside of Fresno at Chowchilla. But I guess he's going to work 12-hour days, got to stay there for, at least Monday through Friday, right? What is that, a 2.5-hour drive? Nobody's making that drive every day. But it's funny because he was trying to convince us all, we need to go visit him. And we're like, well, when would we come visit? On the weekend? No, why wouldn't you just come home? And he's telling because he's trying to get me to go up there to play golf and all kinds of nonsense. And his wife is like, why would I go visit you? I'm not going to come up during the week. She got her own responsibilities. She can't just roll up there during the week. So, but when the weekend comes, why would you go? Why would you go there? Somebody give me one legitimate reason and I might understand, but why would you go there? Why would anybody go to Chowchilla unless you're going to visit a relative? Why would anybody go there? You can just come home for the weekend. It's that simple. And he's trying to sell us. Oh no, everybody. And what's funny is I guess all the other wives of the guys that got to go, it's a group of them, are down. Let's go party in Chowchilla? Seriously. Nobody's that dumb. At least my buddy's wife's smart. She's like, yeah, I'm not going there. You can just come home. Hell yeah. Already 42547-7. What do you guys do when you're out of town? I mean, a lot of you wives, your husband's got to go out of town for work. I mean, a lot of you, it's the business, right? Already 42547-7. Hey, Romeo, my husband says, you want my time or you want money? I mean, that's a tough, I mean, yeah, that's tough. How much time does he spend apart, though? I mean, when you marry somebody, don't you marry them for their time first, or I don't know. That's a good. I think you gotta have a certain kind of relationship to have a husband or a wife that's gone all the time. I have a buddy who he was always here, and his wife was always gone. She ended up having an affair and leaving him. They got divorced, but, I think that's a possibility. Already 42547-7. Rome. My man works in Alaska. He literally just got home at 2 a.m. He'll be home for 2 weeks, then gone for 6 because he's working over. I broke my ankle, so now it's a little tougher for me and the kids. Luckily, I have one teenager who's a big help, but usually he's gone 2 weeks and home 2 weeks. So he works a little over 50% of the year, been together 12 years. I mean, 2 weeks 2 weeks in 2 weeks is not bad, right? I mean, that's not bad. Alrighty, 42547-7. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Rome? Seahawk Lou.
What up, Lou?
Hey, Rome. So, are you still talking about how to deal with it whenever you have to work out of state or something?
You don't even got a job.
Hold on, but back in 2014, I had a job in the oil fields,
Oh, okay.
and they wanted me to go to New Mexico.
Okay.
Such a random spot.
Okay.
And this is how you deal with it. You just tell them no, and that's it. They're not going to like it, but you tell them no, and, nobody has to deal with anything about you leaving anywhere.
Of course.
Most of these guys just say, yeah, I'll go anywhere you want me to for whatever long you want me to, and they just go, and they end up staying there and living there.
Okay.
And then if that were to happen now, the real question would be, how would Wasco deal without me being here?
I don't know, Lou. It would be devastating to the city.
The city would suffer, man. The city would suffer.
Okay.
All right, Rome. You have a good one.
Remember, you're taking advice from a guy who doesn't have a job. Just remember that. RD 42547-7. I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do for work, right? And I don't know. I mean, I'm going to guess that a lot of you wives are used to it by now, right? It's been probably going on for a long time, but this is the first time that my friends are going to be apart this long. It's going to be interesting, even though technically it should be Monday through Friday. He'll be home on Friday, leave Monday, come back Friday. But he tried to convince us all to go to Chowchilla to hang out. Fool, bring your ass home. What is wrong with you? What did you send me here? RD 42547-7. Hey, good morning, Rome. My husband at the time, now divorced, was making the most money ever about 7 years ago working up North Bay area. He would come home Friday to Sunday evening. I loved it, though I thought it made us closer and miss each other a bit. But no, he started flipping out at every chance he could. Insecurities really took over. And then the jealousy of our own children. It almost seemed like he was calling at specific times because he knew I didn't have free time, like right after work for me getting the kids, making dinner, bedtime, etc. After all that, I would try to call and he would be asleep. So to say the least, it didn't work. We ended up separating and he ended up quitting because he got a girlfriend a month or two after we split, and he wanted to be in town. Oh, for that. Oh my gosh. Mind you, took about $30 took about a $30 pay cut, and they lasted less than 6 months. Some people can't handle it. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of crazy, right? Well, we'll see what my friends do. They're a pretty solid couple. I mean, they're a pretty legitimate couple. I think they'll be all right. He's trying to get us to go visit him on the weekends in Chowchilla. Who the hell goes to Chowchilla for anything? I don't even like driving through Chowchilla when I got to go up north. That's how pathetic that town is. God bless his wife for just telling him, no, I'm not going up there. You can come home. See, because you can. Bring your ass home. RD 42547-7. Yeah. And I agree with what you said. It is tough for some people, I think, to live apart, to work apart. You know, I don't know if it's just because of jealousy, but I mean, when you get with your partner, don't you get with them so they're around all the time, so you can see them every day, not so they can work out of town. RD 42547-7. Oh no, Rome. It's not bad at all. After 12 years, we have a system. I love the 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off because my job allows me to choose my own schedule. So when he's home, I could be off every day as well. Oh, that's a good, yeah. We tend to do barbecues, go on trips, travel. Believe me, we make the most of it together. Sure. It's got to be hard for most people, right? You marry a man and then he's gone half the year. And I know a guy, by the way. I know a guy who travels a lot, sales guy, travels a lot, and it's fun. By the way, when he's having a hard time finding a woman in Bakersfield because he's gone so much. He's gone, I think, half the month, maybe a little more than half the month. And all these girls he's dating or meets think it's great, because they're divorced. They got to raise their kids. And then he's gone. I get to see him when he comes home, and I can just live my life carefree while, and do me until it gets serious. Once it gets serious is when everything changes. Why are you gone all the time? I was gone all the time when we met. So, yeah. It's probably difficult for most people. You probably got to be a special kind of character to marry someone who's gone half the year working out of town. With the Boulevard, put together some contests for you dads to play with your kids, okay? Now, there's 4 events. There is as I'm telling you the 4 events, I want to look up what the prizes are. So, the 4 events are going to go like this. You're going to play laser tag. The lower scores in laser tag are going to get eliminated. Then we're going to do the rope course, all right? The slower times are going to get eliminated. Then we're going to do the punching bag thing where you hit the speed bag as hard as you can, and the lower scores are going to get eliminated. And then the final round is going to be bowling, at least a version of bowling that we're going to do with you and your kid. And the winner is going to win a new barbecue. So we're giving away a new barbecue from, let me see, I got the prize in front of me. First place is a barbecue from the Bulk Yard. Second place, you get a cutting board, a dry drip tray container and lid. Third place, you get a gift box of seasonings and rubs, okay? Then we got Mecca, going to get you a $100 gift card, $50 gift card, $25 gift card. Fresco Mexican Grill, we got some $30 gift cards for you. Fresco Mexican Meat Market, we got a $100 gift card, a $50 gift card, a $25 gift card. This is the one that is really kind of, it's just kind of a sleeper prize. Kern Oil Change, 150 coins good towards oil change and services, $120 gift coins. So we're going to be giving out some prizes, okay? Plus, we'll have some monster truck tickets for you as well. Now, it's just a day for you to have fun with your kids, okay, at the Boulevard. I have 17 teams right now. I need 20. Well, I'm trying to get 20. So I had to have one team backed out because the kids had summer school and couldn't be late for summer school, I guess. But, it is what it is. Kids got responsibilities. They can't show up. So I need a couple of more teams. I need 3 more teams. Dads, if you want to come down with your kids on Thursday down at the Boulevard, 7:30 in the morning, we're going to go till 10 a.m., and then the Boulevard said they will hook the kids up with some gift cards so you guys can play and hang out for a little while. But we're just looking to have a good time Thursday morning at the Boulevard. Now, I need 3 more dads. I need 3 more teams, a dad and your child. Kid has to be under 18, though. But I need 3 more teams right now, 842-547-7. If you want to play, let's do it.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hi, I was calling for my daughter and my husband.
Yeah, they can participate. Can they make it on Thursday?
Yeah. My husband works night. He's off that day. And my daughter, she doesn't have summer school, so.
How old's your daughter?
She's 10.
Dang, you making them go win the prize. What's your husband's name?
Lionel.
All right, cool. So he's in. Just make sure that he shows up on Thursday with your daughter. Are you going to come as well?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the kids, watch.
Yeah, sure. We'll have gift cards for the kids to play, things like that also. So it'll be a good time.
Awesome.
Hold on one second, okay?
Okay.
All right, so there you go. I need 2 more teams? 2 more teams, right? 2 more dads with your kids. We're going to have a great time. Like I said, you can come down with your family, bring your other kids. We're going to hang out. We're just going to have some fun at the Boulevard on Thursday morning. Watch dads compete for Dad Olympics. So anybody else, you want to come down and compete? I need a couple more teams. 842-547-7.
Hey, I'm trying to enter the contest.
Oh, on Thursday?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's your name, man?
Fabian.
Fabian. You got a kid? Or you just...
I do. My daughter, she's 8.
8 years old. All right, Fabian, you're in. You just got to be able to go to the Boulevard on Thursday morning, 7:30, and we'll compete.
Got it. Thank you.
Is your 8-year-old athletic?
Yeah, she does gymnastics,
Oh,
so hopefully.
Damn. All right, brother, hold on a second, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're down to the nitty-gritty. We only got one spot left, one team left for the Dad Olympics on Thursday at the Boulevard. Man, we just need one more team. Or we only have one team left, one spot left for a team. If not, then we'll do 19 teams.
Hey, how's it going?
Going great, man. What's up?
Good. Hey, Romeo, still got the last spot open or what? For the Dad Olympics?
I got the last spot open. What's your name?
Philip.
Philip?
Yeah.
All right, Philip. You and who you bringing, son or daughter?
My son.
All right, how old's your son?
7.
Okay, cool. Well, all right, Philip, so you're the last spot. All right?
All right.
So we're going to do a
Thursday,
7:30 over at the Boulevard Thursday morning, okay?
All right. Sounds good.
All right, brother, hold on a second, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I got 20 teams. I got 20 dads and their kids ready to go. The Boulevard on Thursday morning, 7:30. We're going to hang out. We're going to have a good time. Yeah, we're going to do laser tag. We're going to do the ropes course. We're going to do the punching bag thing and then we're going to do some bowling. All right, so we got a lot going on. The Dad Olympics, we're doing it at the Boulevard on Thursday. All right, 842-547-77. Hey, Rome, I was hoping I can ask you a question. I don't know what you're talking about right now, but last night, my daughter, who is 17 years old, and my wife got mad at me, and they were still mad at me this morning at breakfast. I want you to tell me if I was wrong. My daughter is 17. She was going out on a date, and a boy was picking her up. We were sitting there waiting. I kind of wanted to see who the guy was. She starts to head for the door, and I said, "Where are you going?" She says, "Oh, my date's here. He just texted me that he's here, so I'm leaving." She said bye. She said bye to us, and I said, "Hold on, wait a second. Why is he not coming to the door?" And my wife said, "That's just how they do it now. You're so old." I said, "I don't care. I want to know who my daughter's going out with." She got embarrassed and mad, so I told her she couldn't go unless he walked to the door and said hi. Well, he didn't want to do that, Rome, so now my daughter and my wife are both mad at me. What do you think, Rome? Did I do the right thing? Yeah. How do you do the wrong thing looking out for your daughter? And why is your wife okay with that? Why? It's like, how? I mean, I understand where your wife's well, that's just how they do it. No. Okay. That doesn't mean how they do it is right. How about you have a little respect? Why couldn't this guy have a little, and I can't believe your wife did this. Why doesn't this guy have enough respect for your daughter? What are you going to just whistle at her and she comes running? Because that's pretty much what it is. He couldn't walk up, knock on the door, say hi, introduce himself. Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right. And instead of your wife and your daughter being mad at you, you should be pissed off at them, and you really should be mad at you. I understand your daughter, she don't know no better. You're trying to teach her better, but what is your wife teaching her by doing that? You know what I'm saying? Something right there, bro. I mean, you should be mad at your wife. In fact, go home, start a fight with your wife. Ask her, what is she teaching her daughter? To just some guy whistles and she comes running? Because that's really what you're teaching her. Meet me outside. I'm here. Meet me outside. That's the type of daughter your wife wants to raise. Okay. So no, I think you're absolutely right. And the other question then I have now is, once did your daughter tell the dude, "Hey, my dad said you got to come to the door," and he decided not to? Or did she just get embarrassed and what? She had to say something, right? You probably dodged a bullet on that one. What kind of dude, let's say your daughter did say, "Hey, my dad said you got to come to the door or I can't go," and that dude decided not to? You should be glad. In fact, the whole household should be glad that your daughter's not dating that idiot. Yeah, I think you did everything right. And I think your family, your wife and your daughter need to take a step back and understand their role. His dad, he was telling me his wife and his daughter, 17-year-old daughter, are pissed off at him from last night because a guy was going to take his daughter out. And I guess he just texted. So she was going to leave. And the dad was like, nah, he needs to come up and meet us, right? And so I guess the kid never came. So the daughter didn't go out on a date. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
What's up, Ron Seahawk Lou?
What up, Lou?
Hey, that's really good parenting. I love what that guy did there.
Well, yeah, it's kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's like if he can't get off the car, go knock on the door and ask for his daughter, like, come on now, man. You're really not going to do that?
Well,
that way I know who you are.
I didn't say ask. I said at least say hi. I mean, at least introduce yourself. I mean, yeah. I mean, because one of my pet peeves is if someone's going to pick me up, I hate it when they pull up honking. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm outside. You know what I mean? I'm catching a ride. That's old school. Okay. Honking's old school Mexican. When you pick up a coworker for work, you honk once, show you there. Second honk means you're about to leave, and the third honk you're driving away. So that's a little old. That's different. But yeah, I get it.
You know what? I think the guy is old school Mexican, man, because he probably did that. Honked once, you didn't come out. Honked twice, you didn't come out. He's like, all right, I'm gone.
Oh, now they text. All right, get out of here. I'm just saying, if you're picking somebody up for a date, and I don't even know how often that happens, but even at least a 17-year-old, if your 17-year-old daughter is going to go out, you should at least, the guy should at least come to the door and introduce himself. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem with the dad. What I don't understand is the mom's life. For the mom to say that's just how they do it and kind of degrade her husband in a sense that's a little strange to me. I mean, what kind of daughter are you raising to say it's okay for some guy to just come by, honk or whistle or text, and she just goes running out to him? I mean, what kind of mom are you? So this guy, he sent me a text message a few minutes ago. He's talking about his daughter. I guess his daughter was going to go out on a date. She's 17 years old, and apparently the guy didn't come up to the door. He was going to pick her up, but didn't come to the door. And so the dad was like, nah, you're not going. So he's telling me his wife and his daughter are mad at him today. He's wondering if he was wrong or not. And apparently the mom said, no, they just text nowadays to let you know they're out front. And the dad was like, okay, that's not good enough. And so he didn't allow his daughter to go out. So now they're mad. But the question is the mom. You know, I get the dad. You want to know who's taking your daughter out. You might want to say hi, just, look at the face. So if you got to, if the police ask for a sketch, you know who you're talking about. I mean, something. But it's the mom who tried to just justify it like it was nothing. And basically all it is a guy driving up. I mean, is that how the mom lives? The guy can just drive up, honk twice, and your daughter has to run out and get in the car? The mom. All right, 842-547-7. Yo, Rome, you were talking about the dad and the mom and the daughter going out. The mom, is she a Bakersfield mom? Because you can't turn these hoes into housewives. Oh, so now the mom's a hoe? Maybe she is. I don't know. 842-547-7. Rome, he's probably a lot older than her. Ask for that driver's license, especially if you're picking her up. Some people drive illegal. What are you talking about? He's probably older. Oh, I don't know. I don't know where you're going with that, but okay. Yeah, I don't know. I would think if a guy was going to pick you up, I mean, how many of you would accept that even if you were an adult? If you're just a 27-year-old woman living somewhere and some guy comes to pick you up on a date, are you making him come to the door, or are you just, when he texts, I'm out front, you just run out there? Yeah, that's a dumbass move. Once you set that precedent, you're just an idiot at that point. Hey, Romeo, I just want to let you know what's going on in this world. I am a 32-year-old single man, These women have no respect for themselves anymore. You don't even have to pick them up. You just text them and tell them to meet you, and they come over quickly. You don't even have to know them anymore. You just go on a website or a dating app, and you got them like that. I'm just trying to hip you to the game, Romeo. So what you're talking about is kind of old school. That's not how it works anymore. These women have no respect for themselves. I don't know if it's respect for yourself. I mean, I guess I could see how you put that. They have no respect for themselves because you just snap your fingers and they come running. But I don't think they see it as like, I don't think women see it. I think they see it as independence and they're in control. I don't think they see it in the same way that this dad sees it when he's with his daughter. You know what I'm saying? I think they see it as, I think women today don't see it as men snapping their fingers and them jumping. They see it as them, them being independent. You know? All right. You would know. You're in the game. All right. What'd you send me here? All right. 842-547-7. Yo, Romeo. I've been married to my husband for 22 years. And you're right. These women do be playing themselves. These women nowadays don't have any respect for themselves. They let these guys get away with anything. We raised a boy and 2 daughters, and let me tell you, I make sure that boy opens the door. I make sure those daughters get treated well. You can't just whistle and have them come running like you just said. I will literally sit in the car until my husband opens the door for me. He still opens the door for me when I get in and opens the door for me when I get out. That's what a real man should do. So, Romeo, I totally agree with you. Well, it wasn't me. It was the guy, somebody that texted before you texted and said that these women don't have no respect for themselves. He's out in their game, said he's 32. You don't even got to, pick him up anymore. You just whistle or snap your fingers and they come running. I guess there you go. I guess that's the game nowadays. These women don't have enough respect for themselves to have a man actually go out of his way, come to the door, say hi, meet the parents, or at least come to the door and pick her up.
Romeo in the Morning.
Every morning.
On Hot 94.1.